Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I want to start with expressing my gratitude for the organizers, for the kind invitation, and also for the Pakistani embassy at Bishkek who made this trip possible for us. And it's, dear colleagues and participants, it's a really great honor for me to be here participating in this symposium. As mentioned, my name is Indira, and I represent a research center for religious studies at Kyrgyz Russian Slavic University. And I would like today to share with you reflection on the role of youth values, identity, and education, both as a risk and the solution for the countering violent extremism, preventing, but from the Central Asian perspective. Of course, the context of the Central Asia and Pakistan differs, but we do share some important challenges like social polarization, disinformation, and also the need to empower young people, youth, to become agents of change, of understanding. So we may go to the next slide. Thank you. So in the context of the Central Asia, and particularly in Kyrgyzstan, we observed that the youth often have the sense of exclusion. It could be socially, politically, or spiritually. And our studies across Central Asia, the recent one, demonstrate that radical content that targets youth from the age starting from 18 to 40, or not youth 40, it's my dream, for the 30 years, 25 years old, and also that the radicalization really starts, the earliest signs comes like at the age of 14. So here in the screen you see like a couple last research that was done. One of them is online studying online radicalization, and the main question was why young people get attracted by the radical narratives online. And this research was done for the 5 countries in 5 languages, 6 languages, including Russian. And the main research method was the content analysis, and we analyzed 1.5 million of the messages in the social media. And another was a survey among 4,000 young people. So the aim was to understand what are the narratives that, what are the values expressed in this, in the social media, and what are the values local youth have, and compare. Do they match or not, and where they match. Another research, why we went and to fight and why we returned, was done in the prison of the Kyrgyz Republic, and about 40 prisoners, foreign terrorist fighters that returned back from Syria, Iraq, was interviewed. So for us, it was also a chance to understand how did these narratives work for these people? What was the trigger that made them go and join violent extremism groups? So, yeah, and so what we find out that many young people are deeply motivated by values, a desire for justice, belonging, and moral clarity. The same values, if unmet by the family, society, I don't know, like education, can be exploited by the extremist groups. Okay. By the extremist groups, because they provide black and white answers and sense of the purpose. And from the research also, social media platforms such as Telegram, YouTube, and Instagram have become the major channels. But the problem wasn't in the religiosity. This is really important to note, that the problem is not the religiosity, but vulnerability and unmet needs. Could we go to the next slide? This is some citations from the interviews. And as you see here, the main motivation for the people was not to join and build caliphate or join conduct some violence, but to help, more like a humanitarian. And because this is young people and they have this energy and emotion to help, they would deeply touch with the emotional narratives. It's not rational something, it's really emotional motivations about that we have to go and help, that children are killed, women are raped under someone's regime, and we have to provide this support. Could we go next? And this is about the values. As I mentioned, 4,000 young people were surveyed to understand what are their values, the current values. And as you see, these values as a person should always take care of her relatives and friends, to be treated fairly, are the main main for the whole Central Asian countries. And we found that young people drown into the extremism, not necessarily because of the ideology, but mostly because of the values. And narratives of the victimhood, sacrifice, purity often resonates when youth feel misunderstood or powerless in their society. Next. So, and then we had question what we can do with this information. What we can do, where is the window of the opportunity? And the window of opportunity that the same values could be a part of the solution. We should provide for the youngsters the place, platforms, opportunities where they can fulfill these needs for the self-realization in a really constructive way. And then in this situation, we will have completely different outcome. So this is the place where education, especially non-formal education, becomes a powerful tool. And the future, this building resilience, really includes media and religious literacy, creating a space when youth can explore their identity in a safe empathy and understanding. We may go to the next slide. So, and I want to give an example, a case study of the Unity in Diversity program. It's the program that a non-formal learning initiative based on in the university, on the basis of the university, but which it's not ordinary classes. It's really informal type. And we've implemented this during last 3 years. This year, it's another school also going. So in this program, young people from both majority and minority religions with the different level of the religiosity, those who are secular and those who are really religious practicing, they go through intensive online seminars and then offline summer school. Together they learn about the religious diversity in the country, discuss the relationship between religion and peace, develop critical thinking and media literacy skills. And important is that they not just study, they created together. The teams developed after the school their own media or community-based initiatives to promote coexistence, tolerance, respectful dialogue. Some of them addressed stereotypes, and others made some educational podcast videos on different topics. We can go to the next slide. And they are young people. They are not scholars, they are not officials. It's ordinary students, it's volunteers, activists, but with them, through education and mentorship, they became really like authors of change in their communities. One of the group created a movie on the documentary film on the religious diversity in Kyrgyzstan. Another make a public debates at the school. Another made a, you see this comic book? It was the first comic book in Kyrgyzstan that was related to the understanding of the religious diversity, and that was really accepted by the school students as well. And these initiatives are small, but they are powerful, and powerful for them become agents of change, become heroes in their own communities. And for most of them, it was first time when they participated with someone with another point of view, with another religion, or with another belief system. and they become more from the, like, not a passive observers, but like active participants. Next slide. It's a picture from one of the initiatives that the youth conducted in their community. So what we've learned from this experience? Values could be a really open starting point, and youth won't believe in something, and if we will provide a constructive way and opportunities for them to fulfill this, we may shift this attention and early warning of the radicalization. Non-formal education is a key tool, and it allows this flexibility, creativity, safe space that sometimes formal system may miss, like we're too formal sometimes, not some, all the times. We are guided by the rules and standards. Young people respond better when they are involved in the dialogue and know each other. So, and yes, Kyrgyzstan is not a model. And our experience suggests that, well, certain level of the adaptation, it could be adapted and be a useful tool for the Southeast Asia as well. Meaning that this evidence-based programming that suggests to involve youngsters in the decision-making processes, make them active agents of change, and give them this opportunity to self-expression and self-realization. Next slide. So in conclusion, I just want to leave you with the simple thoughts. Education is prevention, and it's not just transmitting the knowledge, but also about shaping the way how youngsters think, relate, act, and use the active solution. Also because what you've shared, they have a lot of energy to share, they'll have a lot of optimism to bring it. That's why they could be a solution, and if we will work with them and support their journey. And dialogue takes time. That's why we need to keep building these platforms for respectful, inclusive, and value-based dialogue. So in conclusion, we should keep working on making our region's future where diversity is not feared, when youth are not radicalized but empowered, and when knowledge is not weaponized but shared. So, inshallah. Thank you so much. Shukriya. Sizlarga rahmat.